Born on July 30th, 1863, on a farm in Springwells Township, Michigan, Henry Ford would rise from humble beginnings to become one of the most transformative figures in industrial history. Often hailed as the father of industry, Ford's relentless pursuit of efficiency, affordability, and mass production fundamentally reshaped not only the automotive world, but also the global economy and the very fabric of modern life. His innovations didn't just put the world on wheels, they paved the way for an era of unprecedented industrial growth and consumerism. From an early age, Ford exhibited a natural curiosity and an innate talent for mechanics. He found more solace and excitement in the inner workings of machines than in the routine of farm life. By the age of 12, he had already set up his own small machine shop, dismantling and reassembling watches, learning their intricate mechanisms piece by piece. This hands-on approach and an insatiable desire to understand how things worked would define his entire career. Ford's formal education was limited, but his practical learning was boundless. At 16, he left the farm for Detroit, a burgeoning industrial hub where he found work as an apprentice machinist. His time in various machine shops provided him with invaluable experience, exposing him to steam engines and eventually the nascent internal combustion engine. This was a pivotal moment, sparking his lifelong obsession with creating a self-propelled vehicle. In 1891, Ford joined the Edison Illuminating Company in Detroit as an engineer, quickly rising through the ranks to become chief engineer by 1893. While his day job involved maintaining the city's electrical systems, his evenings and weekends were dedicated to his true passion, building his own horseless carriage. In a small shed behind his home, he painstakingly constructed his first experimental automobile, the quadricycle, in 1896. This crude but functional vehicle, essentially a buggy frame powered by a two-cylinder gasoline engine, marked his official entry into the automotive world. Ford's initial attempts to establish an automobile manufacturing business faced setbacks. His first venture, the Detroit Automobile Company, founded in 1899, struggled and eventually dissolved. Undeterred, Ford continued to tinker and innovate, even building and racing cars to gain publicity and attract investors. His victory in a race against Alexander Winton in 1901 brought him significant attention and led to the formation of his second company, the Henry Ford Company, which he soon left. It was in 1903 that Henry Ford founded the Ford Motor Company, the enterprise that would etch his name into history. His vision was clear and audacious: to build an automobile that was reliable, efficient, and, crucially, affordable for the average American family. This vision culminated in the introduction of the Model T in 1908. The Tin Lizzie, as it affectionately became known, was a game-changer. It was durable, relatively simple to operate, and, thanks to Ford's revolutionary production methods, became increasingly inexpensive. The true genius of Henry Ford lay not just in the creation of a popular car, but in his pioneering approach to its manufacture. He didn't invent the automobile, but he revolutionized its production through mass production techniques, most notably the moving assembly line, implemented in 1913. Instead of skilled craftsmen building individual cars from start to finish, the assembly line broke down the manufacturing process into a series of small, repeatable tasks, with each worker performing a specific job as the vehicle moved past them. This drastically reduced production time and costs, allowing Ford to lower the price of the Model T repeatedly, making it accessible to millions. By the 1920s, Ford Motor Company dominated the global automobile market, and Henry Ford himself became one of the wealthiest and most recognized individuals in the world. Beyond his industrial innovations, Ford was a complex figure with strong opinions on society, labor, and politics. He was a staunch pacifist, even sponsoring a peace ship during World War I, though he also held controversial anti-Semitic views later in his life. Henry Ford's legacy is undeniable. He democratized the automobile, transforming it from a luxury item into a necessity and a symbol of freedom and mobility. His innovations in mass production and labor practices set the standard for modern manufacturing worldwide, influencing industries far beyond automobiles. He died on April 7, 1947, at the age of 83, leaving behind an industrial empire and a world irrevocably changed by his vision and determination. He was truly the father of modern industry, whose impact continues to resonate today.